Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. Right, we're going to head south. Oh, hi there. Okay, we're going to try and give you the slip. Then lose you in the fog, hopefully. Luckily, we reduced our terror because we're regaining it pretty quickly. Hopefully those crazy Z-Bat type mega death things don't spot us down here either. Milliner bats, yeah. Those. Oh, there they are. Uh-oh. Right, we're just gonna pop in here. Right. The walled city of Varkas is a tangle of green vines, luminescent fungal flowers, slow blooming around mouldering stone. The quincunx of carved step towers rise above the walls and pour burning white light into the bleak sky. A rough, shadowed path leads from the dock to the mirrored gates of Varkas. Two towering carved stone lamps throw their light on the angled mirrors. A blue-cloaked guard stands in a reflected pool of light. The city is a beacon against the tree-hushed, sprawling darkness of the Elder Continent. In the far distance, a vast mountain glimmers. Okay, let's compile a port-to-port. Guarantee will want to know. Change in bar, gas, all is well. Observe and record. Interesting. Oh, it's you! The guard at the mirrored gates gives you a startled look. Clearly she remembers you. Up close, the blue-cloaked guard looks grimly fearful and wide-eyed. There are strange things going on in Varkas these days. He turns away. Sometimes I think Mihir has turned his gaze away from us forever. She seems to recollect herself all of a sudden and stands a bit straighter. You will see for yourself, Tamas. Step lightly and walk in the light of Mihir. Okay. A plague of broken mirrors. Wow. Cracked glass and doused lamps everywhere. There are pools of shadow visible in the formerly shadowless city, and Varkasi huddle together and avoid the dark spaces with fear twisted in their faces. You see Varkasi clashing with white-cloaked guards in the streets, shouting slogans. They call themselves Neithers and wear pieces of broken mirror around their necks. Even the temple of Mihir has not escaped their anger. Across the stone threshold, the Neithers. Neithers? Yeah, Neithers, yeah. The Neithers have arranged thousands of glittering pieces of broken mirror into the words, "We have already fallen." The pilgrims are still away. With them, the Agnihotri and his council of sun priests is the perfect moment for a revolution. What will you do? Ooh. Let's hear out the Neithers. What exactly do they hope to achieve? You're barely surprised to find that the dual-turbaned youth is the leader of the Neithers. This is all because of you, Tamas, he tells you brightly. Your very presence in Varkas made us think and wonder and imagine. He turns to the other Neithers and holds up the shards of broken mirror hanging around his neck by a thin thread. We deny the tyranny of Mihir and his priests and his high-born firekeepers. We refuse to isolate ourselves from the rest of the Neath any longer. We refuse to fear the dark and cower in the light. His voice raises to a roar. We are fallen. The Neithers shout their enthusiasm and hold their mirror shards like banners. We are fallen, they cry. Well, they are certainly enthusiastic, but does that mean they are right? Okay. Then next, here out the sun priests. The Temple of Mirror is a war room. We cannot let Varkas fall into darkness, the oldest sun priest addresses the assembled guards and citizens. The Neeters have not simply turned away from Mirror's graves, but they actively conspire with his enemies. Susurration goes through the crowd as the sun priest holds up a shard of broken mirror. They are enthralled to the parabolan powers who whisper throughout mirrors and enticed through dreams and trickery. They are breaking the mirrors and dousing the lamps. If they are breaking mirrors, you point out, how then can they be in league with mirror lords? The sun priest gives you a pitying look. Oh, Tomas, what happens when you break a mirror? He snaps the shard he's holding, holds the broken piece in either hand. They glint jagged. You simply make more mirrors. Perhaps he is telling the truth. Perhaps he merely fears the Neethers and their desire to curtail the power of the temple to which he is sworn. So, which one should we go for? I'm not sure. Because so the guard, I'd rather side with her, but we don't really get that choice. I suppose the guards are on the side of the sun priests, but I don't really like the priests. But I don't particularly like the guy leading the revolution either. I know what to do. Let me get a dice. Oh, I have one here. Okay, so odd, I side with the priests, and even I side with revolution. Let's see what we get here. We got a 6, so I guess I'm joining the revolution. I hope the guard survives it. Not very hard, as it turns out. The Neethers are grim and committed, and have years of pent-up grievances to air. The jewel-turbaned youth leads the Neethers through the city. Everywhere they pass, mirrors are shattered, lamps are extinguished. Every now and then he pauses and gazes into the mirror shard dangling from his neck. He helped them break the Western Principal Mirror, and other groups of Neethers across the city break the Eastern, Southern, Northern mirrors. You raise your voice in a cheer as the eternal flame in the Temple of Mirror is put out. Your throat is raw. Darkness falls in Varkas, city of the broken mirrors. Screams and hoarse shouts and terrible, withered laughter rise up into the sky, a fearful counterpoint to the jagged celebration of the Neethers. We gained an iron and we gained a secret, but I'm not very happy about it. The mirror-edged and broken shards glint menacingly in the new fallen darkness of Varkas. Are there strange shapes in them? Do you hear them hiss and whisper and taunt? You feel a horrible sense of wrongness, but dismiss it as hunger or nerves. Surely you have done the right thing. You should go. The jewel-turbaned youth is flushed with pride and ambition, and his suggestion is a good one. This is no place for an outsider, not now. You have learnt a great deal here. The affairs of Varkas touch on the mysteries of the continent. We will never forget you, Tomas. The jewel-turbaned youth laughed, suddenly chagrined. I do not know why I call you that still. We're all Tomas now. There's a triumph in his eyes, but also a glinting madness that was not there before. You wonder if the mirrors are whispering to him. You wonder if he has been whispering back. You wonder many things, but it's not your place. You leave Varkas behind you, to piece itself back together again. To gain the tale of terror and a searing enigma. Okay. And let's get a port report. It's difficult to convey just how unpleasant the place is without quite an aggressive use of ellipses. The darkness of broken mirrors. Whatever power reigns here, the Admiralty will want to know as much as you can stand to record. Note it carefully. Guard your dreams. Okay, so I guess we kind of screwed that place up. Right, so let's get going. Excuse me. Right, so we're going to head up to Port Cavendish next. We know that those bats are over here somewhere, so let's try to avoid them as best we can. Yeah, I'm not sure we did the right thing there at all. Probably not. Hey, what can you do? Such is life. Jack a dandy stack. Excuse me. Whew. A burly bloom of light on the southern horizon. You approach Varkas, the mirrored city. Well, that was obviously from earlier. In more ways than one. It's been so long since we went to Varkas as well, so we obviously set that in motion a long time ago, but never went there to see the results of it. So will we now be persona non gratis there? The false star above are feral, amber, like tiger's eyes. Stamford's Expanse, named for one who lost his child to cats. The nice soothing music to help us out after we may be screwed up. Thank you. Okay, let's pop in here. Let's get a port report. Though the Isle seems at present beyond the reach of the Admiralty's law, that does not mean that the Admiralty lacks interest in their activities. Roses and kings, you spend half a day observing the dock and note an astonishing number and variety of ships. Was that a conic trimaran nestled beside a vessel from the Iron Republic? The dockhands complain loudly that they have never been busier. The caddies talk ceaselessly and carelessly about smuggling and piracy, but even the most hardened sailors lower their voices when they mention the king. They go even quieter when they talk about the Rose Garden. You make careful notes. Perhaps the Admiralty will understand what they mean, even if you don't. I think especially in terms of the Rose Garden, I think Sakura understands more than the Admiralty does, given that, her visits there. We could sell our sunlight, except we opened it up like an idiot. Okay, let's help Maybe's daughter again. She comes here, I know. She's always been fond of cats. Well, my father was something of a cat, and a very noble one at that. She was here last week, but... You follow the daughter's stunned gaze. A woman in a lilac gown leans in the doorway of a honey den. Her features bear an unmistakable resemblance to your officer's. We should talk, she says to the daughter, quite calmly. The daughter assembles the rags of her composure with remarkable speed. Excuse us, she says. You found her mother. Nice. The daughter leaves the woman in lilac. You see nothing of them for the rest of the night, but in the morning, the daughter returns, her eyes bright with purpose. Show me your tattoo, she demands. The dauntless hand. You mean this? Oh. Force. Force is always the answer. My mother wouldn't tell me, but her other daughters knew her secrets. The daughter grins and is not quite sane. My mother forged an alliance with the bazaar. That's how she came to learn the great signs, the tattoos no one wears. We must return to London. That is, please can we return to London, please? We must find Penstock, who watches the secret wicket gate of the bazaar. We gain another iron, and we need to go to London when we can. Okay, cool. That night, you walk beside a river of serpents, through green and fervid jungle, beneath an orange sun. In the company of a tiger, it watches with weary, humorous eyes. Let's speak with the tiger. I understand you become involved in my daughter's intrigues. Well, you look like the sort who can take care of yourself. Let me repay you as best I may. Okay, let's see what happens here. This cat walks in the mirror marshes, at the edge of dreams. Consequently, it sees many and curious things through mirrors. It shares them with you, as you walk with it beside the riding river. When you wake, you remember them clearly. Okay. Okay, those are all gone, because we found a mother. We gain one strategic information, one memory of distant shore, and another secret. Okay, cool. A lot about mirrors this time. Okay, and let's check the shops quickly. So we can buy some fuel, which is probably a good idea. Let's do that. Okay, and I think that's where we're going to leave it for now. So I hope you have enjoyed, and hope to see you all next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.